I've been meditating 1 hour a day for the last 4 years or so, and it completely changed my life. And I mean it. I transformed entirely. Today, as I look myself in the mirror, I don't even recognize myself. And I want to share to you the power of meditation and how it can help you finally find the peace you're looking for. When I started meditation, I just started by 10 minutes a few years ago, and it was strangely very calming. And I didn't know this. I discovered how I could just find a little bit of relief in my everyday mind chatter and noise. But if you're watching this video, you need to know that I am a survivor of extreme violence as a kid. So my mind was extremely difficult to handle. I used to have many mental issues, and I've been through the edge of human suffering. And so when I was younger, I suffered from a lot of problems like social anxiety, low self-esteem, panic attacks, derealization, which is feeling like the world is not real and feeling out of your body, dissociation, grief, shame, fear, pain, immense pain in the body, psychological distress, overthinking, and all this stuff. So I can tell you that I'm not coming from a very easy background. And so despite of that, meditation actually changed completely all of my life. Because as I'm talking now, I feel peace most of the time. I feel happy. I feel grounded, and I resolved all my issues of the past. Also because I did a therapy, right? But meditation was a big part of this transformation. And as I was continuing on my journey and trying to heal my trauma, I started doing more and more meditation, and I stumbled upon a meditation from a Buddhist monk who was teaching loving kindness meditation, where you just sit and you radiate kindness and compassion to yourself and then to someone you know. And this really opened the gates for me of transcendental experiences where I started to see how we were just one as humanity, to see how death was somehow illusory in an absolute sense, because life never dies, only the body does. I started to have breakthrough into deep, genuine peace, a deep sense of light and awareness. And basically, the more I would practice and the more I would see how it was so helpful to understand my mind and to break free from my thought patterns. Because how can you break free from your issues if you don't even see how they arise in you? And when they arise in you, like you can't. It's impossible. And so meditation is helpful because it's a tool that allows you to see how your mind is making you suffer. And when you have clarity on that, then you just work on it with your therapist or on your own. You work on yourself and then you resolve the issue. So for clarity, this is a very powerful tool. And the other thing is that every time I feel not so good or I feel like I'm suffering a bit, which is funny to say because I used to suffer so much and now I just say suffer a bit, I just do meditation. And it resolves. It vanishes within the first 30 to 45 minutes, and then I'm back into peace and happiness. Because meditation is when you really stop running around, following your thoughts like a crazy, hypnotized human, and you finally say, stop, I'm going to look what's the truth. And you actually do it. And you look at the truth of your mind. You look at the truth of reality. And you look through your mind. You pierce through the layers. So apart from resolving my issues and my problems, it also gave me confidence, clarity, self-esteem, social skills, empathy, compassion, and many other things that I couldn't do before because I was just stuck in my mind. But then if you meditate and then you go out to see your friends and you're in a deep meditative state, then you won't fall into the anxiety, you won't fall into the subtle reactions of your body. You will remain unreactive to what's happening, which will make you confident. And so it affects all areas of your life like this. It makes your relationships more genuine because you're honest with yourself in the meditation. You're truly seeing what's happening with me right now. And so because of that, you can use that honesty in your relationship and that transparency, which makes your relationship so much better because you're not avoidant, you're not lying, you're not dismissing, you're not invalidating your feelings or your partner's feelings, because during the meditation you see all of this stuff and you cannot deny it. And so it creates such a healthy, beautiful way of being where every step you do is just a celebration of life instead of a struggle. So I highly recommend you try this. And I can guide you actually, if you want to. If you have childhood sexual trauma and you're part of my channel and you work with me, I will show you how to meditate. It's not that hard, you know? The sun is bothering me now. Like the Tim I used to be, because yes, my name is Tim, is completely different than who I am now. I couldn't even recognize myself if I would see me from years ago. Impossible. The way I see reality has completely transformed. I see things deeper. I perceive everything with a sense of natural curiosity and natural wonder. I feel joyful in simple moments. I can experience connectedness with all life, a deep sense of connectedness with nature and other humans. And this only happens through meditation because you go very deep in your core being, and so you cannot escape but feeling more and more connected as you do this process. And you know, when the mind is still, when the mind is calmed down, when the mind is centered, then you see the truth. Then you see a peaceful reality. You see what it is to be human. If the mind is collected, then everything reveals to you, the whole world reveals to you, and everything is much easier. So try it out. It can show you so many things. You can even transform your feelings into better feelings. You can transform your pain into joy. You can transform your grief into relaxation as you practice more and more. And it's so interesting because now I go around socially and I see how people are trapped in their mind. And I am here just remaining conscious, and I'm not as trapped as before. And I just comparing myself and I see how I used to be like that too. And it's such a hellish way of living. To live up there, you know? So yeah, try it out. And good luck.